welcome to today's video. Today's video is something I've really been hoping to do. I told you guys that in 2020 you're going to be seeing me review and do wear tests for a lot more products. Today's product that I have over here is the Lakme 9 to 5 primer and matte foundation over here. This is a completely unbiased, unsponsored video. I did receive a big fat PR kit from the brand. However, I'm getting no money for this. I am not paid for this. I have often in the past said that I have loved and hated some of the things under the Lakme umbrella. So I'm here to test this particular foundation today. I have to first off tell you that the only reason I kind of thought about doing this was because I was confused. So I put out a poll on Instagram and most of you said that you would like for me to see it. Now the reason I even thought about doing a poll for this particular product is because in the past I've been really torn about whether or not I want to do reviews about the Lakme foundations, because as I have voiced before, in complete transparency and honesty to you, I have been fairly disappointed about the fact that they make really great products with formulas, but their shade ranges in the past have been abysmal. They have tried to kind of up their game and added a few new shades, and they've done a pretty decent job at it. Like in the 16 foundations, I will give you guys swatches for all 16 foundations, by the way. In the 16 foundations that I have over here, there is one really nice dark chocolatey shade that goes all the way to I think 390. Since I'm on the topic of shades, I feel like I should also be completely fair and say that while they have that one really nice chocolatey delicious looking shade, I wish they had a few more shades that then escalated to that shade. I feel like there's a small little gap somewhere in the middle that could have been with a few more in between shades. They've done a really good job with keeping in mind neutral, cool and warm undertones. You will see that through the swatch fest I'm about to take you through. But that tiny little thing, I don't know, maybe because my expectations from the brand are really high, maybe because it's an Indian brand, I feel like you need to be more focused on the needs of Indian girls and boys who like to wear makeup. I feel like I've grown up loving Lakme as a brand, so I want it to be as inclusive as international standards. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that they're taking the step up and going further than they have in the past. But I think they need to hurry up and get there already, because they have some of the deepest pockets. They're one of the fastest selling brands in the country and they're Indian, yeah, they need to get it. But I am going to take you through an entire first impressions of the foundation I'm wearing right now. I will tell you about the shade I'm wearing. I will take you through the product. I have completely refrained from seeing any videos of this foundation online. I have not even touched the press release. I'm going to be coming to this on a completely consumer point only. I will be doing a wear test once I finish blabbering about so far and telling you everything that I want to tell you. There were lots of thoughts in my head that I wanted to share with you while I was applying the foundation and that I observed while doing the swatches. But before I dive into telling you what I think about the foundation in terms of the application and my first impressions and all of that, I should take you into the swatches. So let's do that. Let's dive right into the swatches. You will be seeing 16 shades and everything right there, and I'll come back and talk you through everything else. Okay, so now that you have an idea of what all of the swatches look like, I feel like I should tell you a little bit about the product, the experience I've had putting it on. Off the bat, spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you that I quite like how my makeup turned out as a whole today. I did have certain difficulties with the foundation, but I'll come to that in just a second. This is what the product packaging looks like. You guys have definitely seen this already by now. It is a really nice and minimal, almost luxurious looking packaging, considering this is from the Lakme 9 to 5 series, and considering the product costs only 475 rupees, I feel like it's really nice and sturdy. It is glass, it is not plastic. Now on the packaging, what they tell you is that it's a primer and matte foundation, which means you don't need a separate primer. It is long wear. They also say that it has SPF 20, natural flawless finish. They say that it is medium to high and buildable coverage, which I will agree to, and you shake it well before going ahead and applying it. So I have to tell you, I did shake it well before I went ahead and applied it. When I opened it out for the first time, I also realized that I really like the spatula inside. It's been a while since I used a foundation with a spatula inside, and I think I'm kind of gonna get spoiled with this because applying it on the face is really easy. One of the things I'm trying to do a little bit less of is use my hands while wearing my makeup. So like for example, I didn't use a beauty blender while applying the foundation today. I've gone back to using brushes. I actually really am waiting to get my hands on Tati Beauty's Blendiful. I've already placed my order. I ordered 2 instead of 1 because I was just that excited, and seeing all the positive reviews and the fact that it's Glam Life Guru, I'm like, I know I'm gonna love it. So just order like 2. I would have loved to test this out with that, but seeing as that is gonna take some time to come, I wanted to get this video out for you guys really soon. So I feel like I should talk about what my experience wearing this foundation was. So I started off with applying the N260, which is a neutral honey. I did a little bit of a patch test over here, but even though I found that it was a perfect match during the patch test, when I actually went over my face with it, I suddenly found it slightly grey and a little light, which was really strange. Getting my foundation shade wrong is not something that is usual to me. I usually buy a lot of my makeup online and have literally almost never got my foundation shade wrong. So the fact that this one was a little bit light for me was a little confusing. I went in with some W320, which is a warm caramel. After that, just to go ahead and blend it up. I did not use a lot of product, which is something I have to tell you, which was really great. I wiped the spatula out and went in with minimal product of both the shades and blended it. Really blended very easily. The consistency is really nice and thin. It is not cakey at all. So applying it with a brush, I used a Sigma brush today. I used the Sigma Kabuki 3D HD. This is the brush I used while applying my foundation, which was really nice and great. This brush always gives me the effect of a beauty sponge or a beauty blender, which is why I went ahead with this one. Now, while I was applying it, blending it, everything was great. It does have really good buildable coverage. It has almost no fragrance and went over my entire face really nicely. What I was kind of surprised about in the best possible way was that I went in with a full coverage concealer. Now, one thing you have to know about me is that I tend to put a little extra foundation around my under eyes on a regular basis, just to make sure whatever concealer I'm using blends into it really nicely, because I feel like if your concealer doesn't have enough product to blend into, it doesn't get that brightened effect that I like on my under eyes. So I'm using the Boeing Cakeless Concealer over here from Benefit. I use this in the shade number 5. This is a really beautiful concealer. It doesn't give you a cakey look at all, but still gives you a nice full coverage finish, as you can see. So I was pretty happy with how it went off. Even when I used a cream contour, I will list all the products that I've used for this look down below in the info box, so give that a read. All the products I used got blended really nicely, which means that the base was great. There's little hesitation I have in my head, which could just be a mental block on my part, to be fair, is that I didn't wear primer, and I didn't wear primer because it says primer included, like it has an inbuilt primer. So I'm really looking forward to see how this wear test goes, because I'm like, no primer? I wear primer even when I don't wear foundation, because I do like moisturizer, I do primer, and then I do concealer when I'm like skipping my foundation or something like that. So I'm a tad bit skeptical, because I'm like, was this a good decision to skip the primer? I don't know. But so far so good. Very easy to apply. Clearly very light on the pocket, but nothing that's light on the pocket is necessarily good if it doesn't do what it claims. So we're going to be doing wear tests all day today. I wore my makeup at 4 p.m. and then I had to do a few calls and all of that. It is currently 5:32 p.m. I will definitely come back and do check-ins every couple of hours, or at least a couple of times till the end of the night. It's a Friday. I'm filming this video on a Friday, so in case I get out to meet my friends, it might end up becoming a late night. Actually, it shouldn't, because I have gym tomorrow morning. We'll see. But you have my first thoughts, you have the swatches, you have all the details that I have so far. I will come back and see you in one of my check-ins. Till then, just take a closer look at my makeup. I'm going to show you how it looks right about now. Okay, it is 7 p.m. I'm gonna zoom you in a little more. It has been about 3 hours since I've been wearing this makeup. My pores are really nice and covered. The full coverageness of it, just the overall build up, you can really see how nice it is looking. I have to admit, this is much better than I expected for it to be. This is from the Lakme 95 range, but the quality is like it's from the Lakme Absolute range, like the final look that it's giving me. I have normal to dry skin, so keep that in mind when you're assessing this for yourself, depending on what your skin type is. I actually feel like this would do really well on slightly oilier skin tones as well, skin types as well, because it is matte and it genuinely like has not budged, which goes to show that there is like a really good primer inbuilt into the foundation. If you have very dry skin, I'm not sure how this will work out for you. I have normal skin, leaning towards just a tad bit to dry. But yeah, okay, 7 p.m, 3 hours in. I will keep checking in. This is a really close look. I'm gonna look up, I'm gonna look down. Keep in mind that I did not use too much product, okay? So let's just say so far I'm a lot more impressed than I thought it would be. I went in expecting average, but as of now, 3 hours in, I'm 100% getting much above average right now. So I don't want to speak too soon. I really hope this one works out because it's so affordable and it'll be really great for all those of you who are looking for great affordable options. So I'm really hoping this will be great by like maybe midnight, 8 hours in. Keeping my fingers crossed, and I'll keep doing check-ins as and when I can. Laugh lines also are not emphasized. That's really impressive. Because I talk a lot and I smile and laugh and make faces like a lot. I have a lot of expressions. I know that about myself. This seems normal to me. In fact, it doesn't seem exaggerated at all. Okay, I'll come back. I'll come back for more check-ins as and when I can. Okay, I'm here for my last and final check-in. It is exactly 12:33 a.m. right now. And I've been wearing this foundation for 8.5 hours. The mess you're seeing behind me is all of the planning that we're doing for tomorrow's shoot. There's a whole lot of stuff around me, and the team is still here. Payal, you want to say hi from there? Hi! Can you hear her? Okay, so we're literally just wrapping up, but we have a shoot tomorrow, which is why there's all this mess behind me. But I just quickly wanted to come here to do the final check-in. I wanted to do one more before this final one, but at the time I realized that there really isn't much moving with this foundation. I'm quickly gonna really like zoom you in to show you that, okay, first of all, I've not touched anything up. So my lipstick for sure has come off because we had dinner. I actually cooked dinner for everyone today. I made red sauce pasta and white sauce pasta. So the center of my lipstick is definitely gone a little bit. But my foundation has stuck it out. I wore no primer. I went straight from a hydrating stick to this. It is really pretty matte. I am very curious to see how this would perform on like an oily skin type person. I feel like this will be gold for anyone with real oily skin. I'm happy. I really can't, like, you can see the faintest little cracking here on my laugh lines. It's super faint. It's really faint. It's nothing that I can be pissed about after 8.5 hours. I mean, this is amazing. So I'm not complaining. Let's look here a little bit. You can still see this entire area intact. There's no breaks. The area around my nose, it's all good. Yeah, except for my little laugh lines. I have literally nothing to complain about with this foundation. I'm very impressed. So I really hope you've enjoyed this wear test. If you have, make sure to let me know what other products you'd like for me to wear test for you guys down below in the comments. And as usual, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, turn those bell notifications on so you keep coming back for more videos. I will keep bringing more and more content to you guys as you request, so the comment section is now open. I am, by the way, going to go ahead and link this product in with my shade details down below for you to take a look at in case you like the idea of how this is still looking on me 8.5 hours later. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye!